We have Larry Bird come into our first camp, and I'm looking at Larry Bird like, he's just a white guy, coming out to play. So I was guarding him, and he's about 15 feet away, and bam, here comes one jump shot. I better step up a little bit. Bam. By the time I get through guarding him, he's out about 25 feet, still raining down jump shots. And I'm thinking all of a sudden, damn, this white guy can play.
Larry Bird scored 60 points. Look at the Boston players mob him. It is the greatest shooting exhibition I've ever seen in my life.
This was the smartest guy in the world of basketball.
Bird with the pass through the legs of Sigma.
The essence of Larry Bird, in one word, is toughness.
How many times does he drive that spike through your heart with shots like this?
He was just a phenomenal teammate who could do anything and everything by himself, but always in the framework of the team.
Bird goes baseline, throws it up, and Larry Bird did it again! He did it again!
You look at people like MacArthur, who the war happens, and Patton, General Patton, there's a war for them to shine in. Larry was born to play basketball.
Now there's a steal by Bird. Underneath the DJ, lays it in. What a play by Bird. Bird stole the inbounding pass. And oh my, this place is going crazy.
Larry Bird said that there would be another Larry Bird one day. And Larry, there will never, ever, ever be another Larry Bird.
Everything's starting to fall into place. I hope you all realize this. We got Larry, one or two little moves, and we're ready to go.
First game, I just remember so vividly that they announced Larry Bird's name, and somebody from one of the top tiers threw out a dove.
There's Bird again. Larry Bird with the steal. Henderson back to Bird. Beautiful. Look at this.
Bird, little fake down the lane. Oh, Larry Bird!
It was as if I was a college student who had signed up for the big art class, and in came the new professor, Michelangelo.
Although he's still going for those fakes. Whoa, it's Bird.
He saved that one, guy.
How did he make that?
To their advantage, Bird on the drive. Slapped away by Vincent. Bird gets it back. Saves it. Nice pass to Maxwell. What a play.
He didn't have to be blazing fast, and he didn't have to jump over the roof to get his point across.
Robinson the board, and the Bullets can take the lead. Bird the steal. Takes it himself for two.
What a play by Bird.
Ale charged for it. He goes down. Larry Bird dives for a loose ball and gets it to McHale.
A quick up now to Bird on the left side. Bird goes behind the back, down the lane, dumps it over the shoulder to Perry, 6-footer good.
The one that first got people's real attention was the backward tip of the long offensive rebound in the All-Star game.
Bird comes out on the move. Dishes to Malone. Malone comes up, stayed with it. Sigma with a hand. Tapped it back to Gervin. I don't believe he saw George Gervin.
No-look passes, the passes that he threw the ball there, and there wasn't anybody there, but all of a sudden there was somebody there.
Oh, Bird to Maxwell. Oh, we got to see that one again.
When I first got to Boston, I called my friends back home and I said, hey, you gotta see this Bird guy. He's like phenomenal.
They clear aside for Larry. Bird.
Great pass. McHale for two. Won't go. Bird the rebound. Over his head to McHale.
What a play by Bird.
Kellogg shoots and is short with it and hard. And the rebound to Bird. Look at that pass. Oh, what a show. Great play. Oh, what a show. Forget about it.
Danny's left open, looking for three. Bounce, Bird. Nice tip to McHale.
What a play.
Long pass to Bird. Oh, what a pass to Parrish.
Celtics looking to just isolate Bird. Oh, my goodness. How did he do that?
Larry Bird is the greatest passing forward in the history of the NBA. There's no second place, there's no third place. It's just others receiving votes.
Bird with the pass through the legs of Sigma. Oh!
The All-Star game is in Dallas, the first three-point contest, and he just starts looking at guys, doesn't say a word, and people are getting kind of nervous. And then he finally speaks and says, I'm just looking to see who's going to finish second.
Some pure trash talking and just general bravado. And the theatrics of it all was made for Larry.
And Larry would back up his boast by not only winning the contest, but blowing away the competition with a phenomenal shooting display.
That check's had my name on it for a week now, and I knew I was going to win this thing. I've been practicing, and my teammates said I wasn't going to win it, but I came back and lucked out, really.
Bird would luck out again the next year, but in 1988, it looked like his luck had finally run out.
Well, he certainly doesn't have that normal Bird rhythm going for him.
Come on, Dave. Seconds remaining. Has only 7. Has to beat 15.
That's 8. Make it 9. And 10. And 11 as we're counting.
13. He's still got to drop one here quickly. 14. This is a tie for the money. Yo!
Larry Bird!
Now they clear aside for Larry. Fakes it. Bird.
He passed it off the backboard to himself.
Harris. Bird to Vincent to Bird. Over the backboard! Oh, I don't believe it.
He was playing chess and everybody else was playing checkers. He was 3 moves ahead of everybody else. And you never knew what he was going to do, but you knew it was going to be something special.
Bird steals it. You can see it coming, and look at the pass to McHale.
Oh, isn't that beautiful?
There's the play of the game, right there.
Bird with the step. Talk about creativity.
One of the great fourth quarters in NBA playoff history, Game 7 against Detroit in 1987. Larry Bird suddenly, for no explicable reason, decided to bank in a left-hand 15-footer.
Larry Bird, I don't believe that, John.
Well.
Larry was a basketball genius who had a mask of a hick from French Lick out as his calling card. And if you believe that for 1 second, you were going to get beaten.
Larry Bird with the big steal as the Sixers were trying to call timeout. It is over. The Boston Celtics have won as Larry Bird comes up with the big play at the end. Are going on to the championship of the NBA.
9 seconds to go. This is it. You can count it down with me. Bird inbounds. It comes to Maxwell. Max puts it on the floor. We're down to 6. Bird in the corner. Double fake. Jumper. It's good. Larry Bird hits it with 2 seconds left. Listen to the crowd.
They clear it out a bit for John. Larry tries to fight his way through with Barkley all over him. They're not going to call a foul. It goes to Bird. He's open. Got it at the buzzer.
Maverick lead.
Bird's the man they want to have it. Yes, indeed.
Bird for 3. Yes! Larry Bird for 3. Celtics lead it by 1. What can you say about Larry Bird?
Imagine the arrogance, the wonderful arrogance of a man who needs 2 to tie or 3 to win and says, let's roll the dice.
2 seconds left. The Bullets by 1. Ainge to Bird. He gets a good shot in the Celtics winner. Boy, this is something else. Incredible. And Bird wins it at the buzzer.
3-point Portland lead. 7 and 2/10 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. All right, here's Bird. Let's throw it over. He fires. It's a 3-pointer. And he's tied the game.
All right, here we go. 15 seconds left in regulation. Bird's three-pointer, no. Rebound tipped out deep. Ray Williams has it. Williams to Bird again. Up fakes. Fires another three-pointer.
Oh! Ties it up. 113 to 113 with 5 seconds left to play.
Bird pops out. Gets it on the sideline. Goes baseline. Throws it up and Larry Bird did it again. He did it again.
There's nobody better with a game on the line
Maybe nobody better ever.
Max looking, loops it to Bird, a runner. It's good! It's good! Bird hits and the Celtics win it!
Was under 10 seconds. And we came back out of the timeout. Larry said, I'm gonna get it right here, X, and I'm gonna shoot it in your blinking face. And I was like, well, I'll be right here waiting on you too.
Let's see if they wind it all the way down. Bird hits the hook. What a shot by Larry Bird.
He hit it and he looked at me and he was like, damn. I didn't mean to leave nothing on the clock. And I just looked at him and said, oh, conceited bastard.
DJ again to make the inbounds pass. They're double teaming Bird. Larry, fake, fall away.
When we came in Boston Garden, we used to practice in the morning. Larry Bird would be up top, running around the gym, upstairs.
They needed 3 to win it, and I got to play Larry. So I'm down in the post, knowing that he's going to come off of a pick. So I'm holding his jersey, and I'm doing everything I can to block his path, whatever I could do to stop him from getting an open shot.
Larry Bird with a big three-point bomb.
Once the shot was airborne, I just knew it was going in. That's the nightmare that you have when you know a player like Larry Bird has an opportunity to get a shot off.
Bird's clutch 3 had given Boston the lead in the final moments, but Magic Johnson quickly snatched it back.
5 seconds to go. Magic with a hook shot, scores with 2. After the Celtics trail by 1.
There were still 2 seconds left for Larry to work his own magic.
He slid down to the corner, caught the ball, and just turned and shot the ball right in front of me.
Bird fires it. And the Lakers have won.
It was gripping basketball theater, and even though Larry missed this time, the moment still left a vivid impression on his opponents.
He looked at me. He said, how could you leave me that wide open, coach? You know, and you are lucky. You dodged the big-time bullet.
I still have nightmares of that shot. What if?
The one thing I wish could happen tonight is my mother to be here, because I know she's very proud looking down. She always told me, for a blonde-headed, snotty-nosed kid, you did very well, Larry. I'm very proud of you. But thank you very much. I'm so thrilled and so honored to be here tonight. God bless each and every one of you.
Bird with 8 seconds. Bird on the drive. The runner is good again. Larry Bird is just unconscious. They open the right side. Bird the fall away. He drills it again. You're seeing a great performance as you'll ever see from Larry Bird.
Larry, that game was unbelievable. Just absolutely unbelievable. Dominique guarded him, Cliff guarded him, Antoine Carr guarded him, I guarded him. Nothing worked.
Dennis Johnson, a lead for Bird. They want him to keep scoring, too. Bird takes the jumper and hits it again. Bird has 54. There's Bird. Bird, 14 seconds, he got fouled. He hit the shot. Oh, boy.
He called it. He said rainbow trainer's lap. You know, and he faded away, hit the shot, and fell into our trainer's lap.
And Bird falls into Joe O'Toole. Larry Bird. What more can you say? Larry Bird, Larry Bird. With 3 seconds, Bird will try another jumper and hit it at the buzzer. Bird has 60 points. Larry Bird scored 60 points. Look at the Boston players mob him. It is the greatest shooting exhibition I've ever seen in my life.
In his very first NBA Finals game, Larry Bird would add to Celtic lore and give the basketball world one of its most shocking and spectacular highlights.
Larry Bird follows his own shot.
We closed it down in Houston. It was a great moment to be part of a world championship team, and it was a team. Larry, as tremendous a player he was individually, it was a team, and he made us all better players.
For Larry Bird to win his first championship and for a lot of guys to win their first championship was great.
It's all over. The Boston Celtics have won the World Championship in 1981, and they have become the 14th flag winners for the Boston Garden.
Last 5 minutes of that game, the referees just put their whistles in their pockets and said, you know, unless I see blood, I'm not calling anything.
Coming to the left. Stop and pop off the glass. It's gone. Austin leads 91-89.
That was typical Larry, rising to the occasion and wanting to take that big shot. That put us into the finals. It was just another great moment, and to be part of it, it was a very special time and place.
Game 6, Boston versus Houston, 1986. The fans were in the building, in their seats, all 15,000 of them, chanting, Larry, 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 MVP, MVP. Comes back in the locker room before the game and he says, guys, the fans, they're in their seats and they want blood. Right now, they want the blood of the Houston Rockets. But if we don't deliver today, they're going to want our blood. So let's get going here.
Bird carries out the game plan. And the Rockets want to know what hit him.
Bird goes in a three-point land. He makes it a 28-point lead. Pandemonium blows in this garden. Pandemonium right now.
But that belief in Bird would be severely tested in the 1988 playoffs against the Atlanta Hawks.
Atlanta had these young guys, and they were athletic, and the Celtics were old, and they weren't the team they were a couple years ago, and you sort of had a feeling that that was going to be the beginning of the end for the Celtics.
The Hawks were led by their superstar, Dominique Wilkins.
Dominique was a gifted athlete. I mean, he was the human highlight film, and that was for real.
Leading 3-2, the Hawks came within a basket of closing out the Celtics in Game 6.
They looked death in the face and dodged the bullet.
They could stop Nick in that game. I had that much confidence in him.
And for 3/4 of Game 7, that confidence was rewarded. As Wilkins and the Hawks seemed on the verge of beating Boston. But in the 4th quarter, Bird would answer Wilkins' challenge.
Bird now cuts free. Boston ahead. Here's Wilkins. That's what they must have. Cuts free. Left hands in for the field goal. That puts the Celtics back on top.
Mano duel. Bird versus Wilkins.
Dominique hits a three. Ties it for Atlanta. Three for Bird. Larry Bird promised it, and he is delivering in this quarter with 18 points. In deep to Dominique. Wilkins responds. With Bird again pulling up.
It's a duel. Put down your saber.
Another defensive stop. A must here for the Hawks. Johnson gets it into Bird, and Wilkins is there. Bird comes free. Bird for the layup. You are watching what greatness is all about.
Could barely put his pants on.
But Larry was determined to be there for his team.
Let's see if they go to Person. There he is. Yes!
As Bird reached deep into his arsenal to counter Person's long-range barrage, the Celtics held the game even throughout a bitterly contested first half. But as the 2nd quarter drew to a close, disaster would strike.
Bird had it knocked away by Saddles. Powers on the recovery. Bird is hurt. Bird is down, and he's hurt.
It was a thud when he hit that floor. You heard that boom. The breath went out of that building because they thought that, that was it.
He got rocked to the floor as he was going to get that loose.
The Pacers looked to put them away.
They know the leader is not on the floor. Someone needs to step up now for Boston.
The Celtics were in trouble. The younger, more agile Pacers definitely were in position to win that game.
And here comes Larry Bird.
Then all of a sudden, here comes Larry, and the garden erupted. The savior was back.
Bird is on the bench. He's got the warm-up jacket on. Listen to the crowd. Reggie Miller's shot rebounded by Bird, who whips it down the road. And he is back in the ballgame. Has to hurry. 5 on the shot clock. The turnaround. Rainbow is all net, and he's going to the line.
You say to yourself, how many times does he drive that spike through your heart with shots like this?
But certainly this, out of the pages of Willis Reed.
In 1979, Bird lost to Magic in the NCAA Finals. And from that moment on, they'd be forever linked.
It was always Magic Bird, Magic Bird. Ever since Indiana State and Michigan State played, it's been that way.
The Celtics cannot handle the speed of the Lakers.
We're taking hooks, body shots. We were in the clinch. So all we could do was stand against the rope and just take it.
This has to be one of the most decisive routes in championship game history.
We went in the locker room and Larry made the famous statement that we play like sissies.
Today, when you see Magic slapping high fives and guys going behind their back and shooting layups on us all day long, it seems like somebody would try to put a stop to it. But until we get our hearts where they belong, we're in trouble.
This is not the marching down, boys. This is marching on to victory. That's what it is.
We got in each other's face to a man and said there will be no more layups. No more layups in this series.
Cooper to Kareem, to Worthy, to Ramble. He should go the distance. Oh! And you knew this was going to happen. You could see it coming. Kareem swings the elbow, and now is yelling at Larry Bird. Jaw to jaw.
Over to DJ. Bird goes right into the pivot. Now DJ holds the ball. Back in the Bird. The ball away is gone. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. What a play.
NBA World Championship Series at 2 games apiece.
We're coming back. That's right. We're coming back. We'll be back.
Friday, June 4th, 1984, and the temperature at game time inside the Garden is 97 degrees Fahrenheit.
Ooh, you thought you was in this, a sauna.
Kareem had to have the oxygen tank because I guess the altitude, he's so tall.
Larry Bird chugging down the court.
Larry Bird. This game is Larry Bird's. I mean, he's doing everything.
Full shotgun! Shoot it! Shoot it! Shoot it!
Boston Celtics have trounced the Los Angeles Lakers 121.
We have to give both teams tremendous credit for playing a 48-minute steam bath. It seems as though they held up a little better than we did. The man who made the difference tonight was Mr. Bird.
Comes down to Game 7, Boston Garden, the first Game 7 against the Lakers since 1962 in Boston. And Bird, I mean, the whole thing coming to a peak. It was a very, very highly anticipated game of basketball.
With the title within their grasp, Boston seized it. Larry had waited 5 years to settle his score with Magic, and now he'd finally done it in a series for the ages.
Celtics are the NBA World Champions.
I told Larry Bird, the way you played in that series, the way you conducted yourself and the way you played made me proud to be a Celtic.
Larry Bird, congratulations. You were the most valuable player. Does this get you even with Magic for what happened between Michigan State and Indiana State all those many years ago?
Yeah, we're professionals now, but I won this one for Terre Haute.
The Larry Bird retirement ceremony, they had it on a night when there was no game. That's how special, that's how popular, that's how great Larry Bird is. They filled the Boston Garden, and you couldn't get a ticket. Magic comes out, and it was just great, and he had the Celtic t-shirt on underneath, and the speech that Magic gave.
Larry Bird said that there would be another Larry Bird one day. And Larry, there will never, ever, ever be another Larry Bird.
With the series tied at 2, Bird would have to reach back for some vintage Celtic magic as the Pistons seized control in the game's final seconds.
Seasting bumps him a couple of times and nails it top of the key with 17 seconds to go, and the Celtics call time.
Detroit by 1, 17 seconds, so Boston goes for the final shot.
On the left it goes to Bird. Bird guarded by Mahorn. Drives around him. Goes on in. And the ball gets knocked out of bounds by Ainge. Oh, they call it the other way.
I think that the Celtic fans, I think that most of the arena
and the Detroit Pistons forgot that Larry Bird hadn't quit.
Thomas wants to get it in quickly.
Now there's a steal by Bird. Underneath the DJ, lays it in. Right up, 1 second left. What a play by Bird. Bird stole the inbounding pass. Laid it up to DJ. DJ laid it up at him. And Boston has a 1-point lead. Oh my, this place is going.
Bird steals it and gets it to Johnson at the buzzer. Oh my! Unbelievable! Unbelievable!
I think that that's the single greatest play in Larry's career. It's just another sign that Larry was just, you know, destined or determined. I think it's a combination of both for him to be involved in so many special plays in his career.